Hey guys, John Jr. here, bringing you guys another Draft League video, this time UPA against Mario B for our week 3. A couple of big things, it might be week 4, but a couple of big things here before we get into the match. I cannot talk. First of all, no team builder. That's because I'm leaving for vacation. I need to hurry and pack tonight, so don't really want to edit it. I still want to get this out for you guys while I'm on vacation, so I want to make it the edit time as short as possible. 2, we might not make playoffs no matter what. This might be third to last week or something like that, because the season might be shortened to like 10 weeks instead of 12. So if that happens, just no more team builders in general, and we're just gonna have fun instead of sweating. So I'll let you guys know on that next week, but we already built this team, so we're gonna try to go ahead and win against Mario B. His team, he has a Sun team plus Aegislash Kommo-os, which gives our team a hard time. We're bringing Assault-Vest Brody, which is our slow bro. We're bringing a defensive Fire Fang Crocodile. Looks like he brought exactly what I expected, which is phenomenal. We're bringing Specs, Blacephalon, Overheat, 3 Fire moves, and Shadow Ball. Scarf, he who hath stick, and that's to outspeed everything with the Scarf. We have Bolgat. Bolgat is a very good Venusaur check, and actually our only Venusaur check on the team. And then we're bringing Banded Darmanitan because his speed tiers allow me to. Look at his team. We actually outspeed every single Pokemon except for the Charizard. So my guaranteed lead going into this is Blacephalon, just because if he leads Torkoal, I can click Overheat and actually OHKO that Pokemon. And then he's going to go probably Ag to revenge me, which is a little bit problematic, but we have Crocodile for that, which he can, I guess, close combat us, which is a little bit unfortunate. But like I said, that is going to be my guaranteed lead, and we're going to see what he does here. So have fun to Mario B. Make sure to check him out down below. We have to win this to keep our playoffs hope alive. If this does not work this week, the next week I still already built a team because I was supposed to play early, and then some stuff happened, and everything was okay though. So we're going to play that a week late, so that match might be to you a little bit late. But regardless, so that team's going to be serious. So hopefully we win this one and that one. And if we lose either of them, we're going to like bring a Mulga every week or something. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and see what he ends up leading here. As we're going to lead Blacephalon. Best case lead for us is he ends up leading the Torkoal. Worst case lead, the only bad lead actually, is if he leads the Rotom. Actually, Banded Aegislash also could be a problem. And also, that has to be the Torkoal. That has to be the Torkoal. So we're just going to fire off an Overheat here. We get huge damage on whatever wants to come in on this. Overheat OHKOs a non-Spadef Torkoal. If he is Spadef, then we do miss out on the KO, but he cannot OHKO us with Earth Power. No, he cannot OHKO us with Earth Power unless he is max special attack modest, in which case we're going to OHKO him with Overheat. So we're going to fire off an Overheat here. Our best play by far. If he goes Kommo-o, then actually, in the Sun, actually no, even if he's Spadef, we OHKO in the Sun, because I did not calc in the Sun. If he is a max HP Kommo-o, no Spadef, we actually 2-hit KO with Overheat here. So the power of Specs Blacephalon, man. The power of Specs Blacephalon. Torkoal. We are going to Overheat, and we're going to take out the Torkoal turn 1, which is fantastic. We don't have to play around this Sun anymore, which is going to be phenomenal. He is probably going to go into his Kommo-o now, which is super scary, and I actually don't know what our best case scenario for this is. I guess we go into Slowbro. How much do we do to a Kommo-o? Let's say he's offensive Kommo-o. I'm just curious. How much do we do with a -1 Overheat in the Sun? No, we're not Dynamax. He goes Charizard, actually. So, let me see how much we do to a Charizard at -1. Charizard. We're at -1 in the Sun. Overheat does not 2-hit KO. We have a guarantee switch into this with our Brody. The whole point of the Slowbro is to spell Brody wrong every single week, by the way. But we're going to go ahead and throw in our Brody, who is here specifically for this Pokemon. Don't be like Specs. Flame Charge, that's fine. We should be able to take you out fairly well. And I actually do think Psychic is going to be doing more than in the Sun than Surf. Yeah, it's going to be doing slightly more. So we're going to Psychic here. There should be no universe in which he 2-hit KOs us. Here, he's going to Solar Beam, which is fine. He's not +2 or anything. We're AV. If he Specs, that would kill us. But if he's Life Orb, this does not kill us, and we fire off a huge... He's Life Orb. Probably? Maybe not. No, he's not. So we're going to fire off a Psychic here, and now we just kind of have to play around this Charizard. This Charizard's very scary. So Solar Beam does 100 to 120, so we just kind of have to play around this Pokemon now. I think I pivot Blacephalon. I could also pivot Bolgat. Bolgat in the Sun with his Solar Power. Weather Ball does way too much. Blacephalon in the Sun. Weather Ball does 90? I have to keep Bolgat healthy. I think my only play is Blacephalon, because Blacephalon doesn't die to 1. Best case scenario, he clicks Solar Beam. Because at this point in the game, Blacephalon doesn't need a lot of HP. His rocker's dead. Unless Kommo-os is his rocker, which I'm fine with that. Blacephalon's not needed for the in-game. He is going to throw off a Flamethrower here, which is fine by me. It's going to do way too much damage, but we live it, which is the important thing. He's going to take more damage, and hopefully he's not Heat Rock. He is Heat Rock, right? No, he's not necessarily Heat Rock. So I'm going to switch out again. Like, this is just... We're just not in a great spot here. So... what do I do? I could sack Brody, go into He Who Hath Stick. No, I die to 1. I have to pivot Brody one more time. If he clicks Solar Beam, then so be it. I have to pivot Brody one more time because I have to get the Regenerator one more time. Scorching Sands. Okay, just don't burn me. Solar Beam would have killed me from that range, actually. Yeah, Solar Beam would have killed me from that range. Now, I should be able to switch out and heal enough for Solar Beam to not kill me. His best play is probably to click Flamethrower here. How important is SIRFETCH'D? SIRFETCH'D does a lot of damage. Like, I think Blacephalon's probably my most expendable member just because of the fact that it did what it needed to do. I let it got a kill, and Kommo-o always walls it, and if we don't have Sun Up, then what's the point of it? Like, yes, I would like to get off a Last Ditch Effort Mind Blown, but I don't really have a lot of counterplay to this Charizard otherwise. So he's going to click Flamethrower, he's going to take us out. Might die to Solar Power, I'm not for sure on that, but either way, I can go into my SIRFETCH'D and click First Impression. Because he'll be on 1 if he lives. Yeah, he'll be on 1. So I go SIRFETCH'D and click First Impression. What does that let him into? Kommo? Which is fine. Yeah, I go He Who Hath Stick and I click First Impression. For sure. For sure. That's fine. My other play was also go Brody, but I risk getting crit to a Solar Beam, and I'd rather not do that because Brody is still good in this game for Kommo-o. And worst case scenario, I'm locked into First Impression here with SIRFETCH'D. So he should give me this Charizard. I don't see him ever saving this Charizard. I really don't. So we're gonna take this guy out, and then he's probably gonna go into his Kommo-o. If he goes Kommo-o, we go Slowbro. If he goes, he gives it to us. If he goes Aegie, we go Crocodile, I suppose. If he goes Rotom-Wash to get Volt Switch momentum, then I guess we go Crocodile. Could also Volt Switch though. But now also something to keep in mind is everything is outsped by Darmanitan except for Venusaur in the Sun. And if he goes Venusaur here because he doesn't think that Bolgat checks him, we go Bolgat. So we have our bases covered except for Rotom. So Rotom's probably his best play. Go Rotom and get momentum. Yeah, if I were him, I would go Rotom to get momentum. But actually, Rotom doesn't Oko me. But also, he doesn't know I'm locked into First Impression, I suppose. So maybe Rotom's not his play in his mind. Like, in my mind, it's very obvious he should go Rotom. But he could definitely... He has a couple of plays here. But we should have a good response to any of them. The in-game is looking like... The in-game looking like Darm. It really is. Like, once Stun goes away, we just have to chip either Aegie or Venusaur. What is this? Venusaur. So, he doesn't know, guys. He doesn't heard about Bolgat. So, we're going to go hard into our Bolgat here. We're going to go hard into our Bolgat. Bolgat should be a good wall to this Pokemon. Shout out to Ant for helping me build this Bolgat set. We're just finding out that this Pokemon walls Venusaur. He's going to Sludge Bomb here. Bolgat chews that up. And in the Sun, our best play is probably still do a Wing Beat. Harsh Sunlight Faded. So, Harsh Sunlight Faded. What's his best play on this Pokemon? I think he's going to go Rotom. I don't think he has a reason to stay in here. I'm going to Toxic. Kind of wish I was U-turning that last slot now, but that's fine. He could also go Aegie, I suppose. Lavadora? He goes Rotom. So, getting this Toxic off would be huge. We fire off Toxic. Perfect. I think I want to go into SIRFETCH'D here. I really do. The only issue is if he Will-O-Wisps. So, let me see how much damage a Darmanitan takes from a Rotom Wash Volt Switch. He's non-invested, 41%. And how much does an Aegislash Shadow Sneak do to us? I have to ensure that we stay out of range of Shadow Sneak from Aegislash. Let's say he's just max out in it. max, adamant. He does 40, so I think it's a good play here to go into Darm, because I think we put him in a really tough spot. And we just don't have another play. So we could go Krookodile, and that's fine, but Aegislash becomes a big problem then if we get Willowed. So I don't really want to risk that. Could also just go Brody, actually, because we're AV. You know what, we're going to do that. We're going to go Brody because we're AV. Just because I don't want him to Willow my Darm. So Volt Switch should not do a ton to us. He's going to Volt Switch here. He does about 30%. Yeah, does about 30% there. And we'll see what he goes into to take advantage of my Slowbro. Because, like, whatever he goes into, like I said, we should have an answer for it. The only thing that's a little bit problematic with this build is the Rotom. And I knew that going into it. This is Aegislash. Yeah, we're going to go into our Krookodile. And we're going to see what kind of set he is. Worst case scenario, he is... Like, no matter what, Aegislash is a problem here. I don't think our Krookodile ever beats Aegislash unless he's, like, a choiced variety. If he's set up, we're in deep shit. But he also needs... I think he needs all of his moves. I think he needs Stabs, Close Combat, King Shield, probably. I mean, he doesn't necessarily need Stabs, but he needs Sneak. He needs Sneak, Close Combat. So he's going to click a move here. Close Combat. Close Combat more than likely. Shadow Ball. Okay. So he's special, actually. So he's going to Shadow Ball here. That's fine. How much do I value getting out my rocks? Rocks are quite nice. Rocks are indeed quite nice. I'm going to go ahead and get my rocks up, I think. I'm just going to do that. So he's going to King Shield here. That's fine by me. We're going to get our rocks up. And the only scenario in which we're in trouble is Aegislash Shield. So what I'm going to do, because he is special, and we know that, him staying in tells me that he probably has a move to hit me, right? I don't want him to be weakness policy. We haven't got any damage on this Pokemon, so we don't know if he's leftovers or not. I'm going to Taunt. I feel like Taunt is my best play, just because I want to prevent setup. So he's King Shield, Shadow Ball. He has to be Sneak, I feel like. I feel like Sneak is just so important for the Darmanitan and the Blastophilon. So he could be mixed, and his last slot could be Close Combat, and I feel like that set would make a lot of sense versus my team. Shadow Ball for the Slowbro, Sneak for the Blastophilon, Darmanitan, King Shield in general, Close Combat for Krookodile. So he's going to withdraw here, so that's fine. I'm going to get a Taunt off, so he's going to go into his Rotom, and actually we're going to prevent the Defog. So that is also another fine play by me. I'm gassing myself a little bit. I think that's a good play. We prevent the Defog. Now the only issue is what the fuck do I switch in now? I kind of just want to go... I'm sorry if you hear Chloe in the background and Sally. I kind of want to go Surfetch'd here. But like I said, he can always Will-O-Wisp here. And Will-O-Wisp is just so free for him. So what I might do, I might go back into... Like, I kind of want to go back into Brody, but then we're just in Infinite Psycho here. And that's what I don't like about it. But Brody's not really needed anymore. Like, yes, he's needed for the Kommo-o, but also Bolgat does a fine job. He's probably going to Volt Switch. He could also Will-O-Wisp. If he Volt Switches in good play, he's going to Volt Switch. Kind of wish I stayed in there, but what was I doing to that Pokemon? I have Fire Fang, Taunt, all this stuff, so... He's going to go into probably Aegislash again, and we're just going to repeat the cycle, or he's going to have to find a way to break the cycle. So we'll see which one he decides to do. And actually, if he goes Aegislash, we have rocks up, so now we'll be able to tell if he's leftovers or weakness policy, because I don't know if there's another item that he necessarily brings there. So this is actually going to be the Venusaur, which I think is probably 3 attacks. I think he's got to be 3 attacks Synth, or maybe 2 attacks. No, he's got to be 3 attacks. He's got to be Sludge Bomb, Weather Ball, Earth Power, because I have Toxtricity outside of the sun, and then he's got to be Synth, or Growth, I suppose. So I'm going to go into Bolgat. Bolgat should hardwall this. He should not be a Subseed set. I don't see that coming. Subseed, Sludge Bomb, Weather Ball doesn't make a lot of sense versus me, because then Toxtricity beats that 1v1. Sludge Bomb's going to come out here, and he's going to do not that much damage. He is Life Orb. I did not see that last time. So I guess I'm going to get a Roost off here. Or I could Hard Switch, which I kind of want to Hard Switch. I kind of want to take advantage of the Rotom. I really do. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go into He Who Hath Sick. I'm going to click Close Combat on that. Hi, Jericho. So he's going to withdraw here, and he's probably going to go into Rotom. He does. So now we actually get to fire up a free Close Combat. And this is where we start putting on offensive pressure. Because our Bolgat is still very, very healthy. Let's see. Surfetch'd. The only thing that I'm worried about is Kommo-o. Kommo-o puts on so much pressure to my team. and I'm not at all sure what kind of Kommo-o he's going to bring against us. So, like I said, we just click close combat here. We just click close combat. We put on immense amounts of pressure on this Pokemon. Yeah, we click close combat. And even if, for some reason, he lives this, which he could if he's defensive, he could, like I said, what does he do back? If he kills us with Hydro, that's fine. This Pokemon, like, Darm is the win con, and everything's in range of Darm now. He is going to miss his Hydro, though, and I'm very sorry about that. If I did die to that Hydro, let me see here. -1 Spadef. It looks like, actually, I did not die to that Hydro unless he is, what's it called? Unless he is invested, which I don't think he can be to have lived that hit. So, and if he is, he's not very invested. He has to be what? He has to be very invested for that to have been a guarantee KO. He has to be like max invested for that to be a guarantee KO. So, I am sorry if that mattered, but I do not think that mattered. So, we'll see what he goes into now. If he goes Kommo-o, I have to close combat. I have to get damage on that Pokemon. Because that Pokemon is just so unbelievably scary. But if I close combat, it should be put in range of Brody's actually going to go into the Aegislash. I'm going to close combat you. Why are you here? Is he Chapel? Aegislash Shield. Actually, this play does not make a lot of sense to me. I'm going to close combat here. We should kill him in shield form unless he hits us with the King Shield. He's not going to. Is he Chapel? He's not Chapel. Not really sure about that play. We are going to take the Aegislash out there. Because SIRFETCH'D naturally outspeeds the Aegislash. So I'm not really sure. And he saw us outspeed the Rotom. So I don't know what that play was. So he's going to go into Birdo, which has to be the Kommo-o. Has to be the Kommo-o. And this is the Pokemon that I'm so terrified of. I'm going to click close combat, like I said. I just do not want to let this Pokemon set up unpunished. SIRFETCH'D, best case scenario, he attacks, he drain punches, whatever. I don't care. Close combat, going to put him in range of a 2-hit KO. And worst case scenario right now, he autotomizes. He's going to Dragon Tail. That's fine. He might kill us with this, actually. He does end up not killing us with this. Best case scenario, we go Darm, and we win the game with Ice Punch. We're actually going to go Brody. Brody is also a fine play, because now I get to Psychic for free. And I kill something. So he only has 2 Pokemon left. We Psychic. We kill this Kommo-o. What's his last Pokemon? Venusaur? Yeah, this game's wrapped up. We're going to Psychic. Oh, he's Dragon Tail. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess that was the only play. Depending on his set. What set was he if he was Dragon Tail? Bulk Up Dragon Tail? Drain Punch Sub, maybe? I don't know. So, his last Pokemon's Venusaur, and I actually trust Brody enough to take this hit. And so that's what we are indeed going to try to Psychic this Pokemon. I do think we kill this Pokemon. Do not think Giga Drain. He's going to Growth here, so that's his only play, I guess. He couldn't win no matter what, because we had the Darm in the back to outspeed him guaranteed. Brody is going to use Psychic. Brody, can you take him out? Brody is going to take him out, and we are actually going to win there 5-0. Fantastic. I did not like our matchup at all, but I'm very, very proud of how I played, actually. I feel like I played that really well. I feel like I built a really, really good team. Shout out to, again, Ant for helping me build that team. But now we move on. We ourselves are 2-2. Depending on if the season is shortened or not, we can still make playoffs. We have to win out. So we'll see how that goes. We face, I forget his name next week, but he's a very nice guy. It started with a G. Garrett something, I think. I'm sorry, I don't remember. So we're looking to take a win next week. Hopefully the season doesn't get shortened. We win out, we make playoffs, win a championship. That's the goal right now. But be sure to check out Mario B down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And for now, guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.